Hey everyone, my name is Maricela, and for this Persuasion paper, I decided to choose a political cartoon through Kaggle Cartoons, which was suggested by our professor. One of the reasons why I chose to look at this website was mostly because, well, obviously it was suggested by our professor, but also because upon going on the website, I saw that it was really easy to manage, and I saw that there was a really good variety of political cartoons to choose from. So I found that really helpful and useful. So I decided specifically on this cartoon because of the recent clown sightings that we've had nationwide, especially in my hometown personally, in Monterey. I also feel like this cartoon kind of adds a little bit of humor to the subject and lightens up the subject since it's been so serious lately in the news. And especially, I chose it because it kind of refers to politicians as clowns, which I found kind of funny personally. So upon first looking at this cartoon, I found it just really funny and kind of accurate because personally, I have some liberal perspectives on the government and certain policies and stuff like that. So I was able to kind of, in a way, say, hey, I kind of agree with this. Maybe not wholeheartedly, but I was able to, look at it and laugh and be like, I get what you're trying to say, that some politicians are the true clowns rather than the ones that we've seen in the sightings. So that's one thing I found it really funny and accurate. And also, like I said before, I felt like it was a fun little twist on such a serious topic, so it kind of lightened up the mood. One takeaway was realizing the impact of political cartoons now and before. I mean, before in history, we always learn about how political cartoons were so important to presidential campaigns and certain policies and all that stuff because newspaper was one of the only way that people were able to find out about these things. But now that we have so much like media, the internet, newspaper, everything, I feel like we still now go to political cartoons, and they're very influential still in our presidential debates and everything like that. Like I still remember being on the website and seeing a couple, not more than a couple, that had to do with Trump and Clinton and the presidential campaign. So I found that really important. That was one takeaway. And another takeaway would have to be that now I look at political cartoons in a different sense, and I look at a lot of images, especially images with text in the media, since we're constantly surrounded by media and advertising. I feel like I'm able to be more analytical about the picture and really get into kind of like the nitty-gritty of the picture, and rather than just looking at it and saying, hey, it's funny, it's like, well, why is it funny? Why did you find it funny? What in the text or what in the image? So I'll definitely take that away from this paper.